This morning we left Cawood and sadly didn't go over the bridge but went through Ryther instead. Because we're going through Ryther, Mum decided to pay a call on Gary. Gary is 31 plus a bit, as he kept saying, or at least 86. Used to work with my uncle and he kept calling him a rum lad or a rummin, which, knowing my uncle today, he is the complete opposite to a rummin. Then we were off to Newby Hall, so I'll let you watch this little drive to Newby and come back to you when we get to Newby. We had tickets for Newby Hall at 11:30 to visit the gardens, and the tour of the house was at 12:30. COVID is interesting because it's changed a lot of things. Previously, you could just show up at these different properties, but now you have to book tickets in advance, which makes a lot of sense from their perspective, as then they know how many people are going to show up for the day. But if you do 4 in a day, like Mum and I tend to do, it tends to complicate things because all the tours seem to be at the same time. But anyways, it worked out for Newby, and we were only doing one today, so it wasn't so bad. Newby Hall, as it stands today, is a John Carr house with Robert Adam interiors. The estate was sold to Richard Elcock in 1748, who changed his name to Elcock Weddell, and whose son inherited it in 1762. William enlarged the house during the 1960s, and the interior was remodeled by John Carr and Robert Adam. The house was decorated with William's collections of Roman antiquities, which he brought back with him on his grand tour. There's a room that's got, stuff in it from, ages ago, and some of it's so funny because the statue will have a body, but then the head doesn't match, the feet doesn't match, and the arms won't match. But, it's a statue from 100 BC. So it's amazing to think that these collections are alive and well in certain places. But it is interesting too what some of these young men brought back on their grand tours: large paintings, statues, carpets. He was a huge collector of things. He has a room dedicated to chamber pots that he collected, and he also collected Venetian gondola lanterns as well. And so those are on a staircase, but he collected staircases and things. I mean, it's amazing what they collected. The estate then was left to Lord Grantham in 1792, who changed his name from Thomas Philip Robinson to Thomas Weddell, and then later known as Thomas de Grey. How people keep track of them, I'll never know when they change all of their names and things. But anyways, Robert Adam rejected the Palladian style, and he developed his own style of decoration, which was more accurate than the past neoclassical style. He's got columns that mirror each other, mirrors mirroring each other, doors mirroring each other, the ceilings and the floors mirror each other. Not to the same detail, obviously, the floors and the ceilings, but all of the shapes are relatively the same. And when he needed to put doors in a room, if he needed to put 2 doors on the south wall and 2 doors on the north wall, probably 2 of those 4 doors would be false, and it would just lead you into a wall. You saw some of these stunning ceilings at Kedleston, and you will also see some for Harewood, but spoilers. The Compton family are the matrilineal descendants of William Weddell, and they have restored the property, included the herbaceous borders, woodland walks, etc. They've added a little train on the property that kids can go on. There's a teddy bear museum and a collection of beautifully made doll houses as well in the garden. Very lovely property. Go and see it if you're in the area. 100% would recommend. Alas, you can't take pictures inside on this one, but obviously if you look on the internet, I'm sure it will show you some. Enjoy the rest of Newby, and I'll see you in a bit. We had told our friends that we wouldn't be arriving in Thorpe until about 5 p.m. and we were very, very early. So we decided to head from Newby up to Skipton for a little bit of a mooch around Skipton. Skipton has, I believe, a medieval castle in the main square. We never seem to visit the castle. We just come into this parking lot, park in the parking lot, and go through House of Fraser, which doesn't exist in Skipton. It doesn't exist anywhere anymore, to be fair. And then off to the shoe shop, which used to be known as E-Shoes and has been renamed during the pandemic to Captain Jellyfish. Got some little snack, I believe, at the M&S food hall. Wandered through a few other different shops in Skipton. I've just remembered a shop in Skipton that we missed that was down and around the corner that sold hats. Oh well, such is life. There are worse problems. And then it was off to Thorpe to fly the drone and get some wonderful pictures of the Manor House to add to John's ongoing history of the house. So there we go. Day number 11. Fairly easy day. Lots of driving today, but there are worse problems. Alright, you enjoy, take care, and have a blast.